Hey there, big dreamers. Another Sunday here, Dan Sam, live racing. Yeah, missed y'all. Happy to be back here again another Sunday. You know, in this last episode, I didn't show you guys really how I stripped that one really clean on the opposite side there, so I figured that's a good place to start the episode today before we jump around to the back here, maybe do a little bit of welding. Ooh. Let's get this guy slammed off there real quick. A little reluctant every once in a while to shoot flaming particles right at my camera here, embed them hot little shards right in the lens. So I generally kind of shy away from filming one of these cutting or welding and stuff because I'm always just so worried it's gonna mess up the camera. But I think we're just gonna go for it today, see what happens. So one of the very first things you're gonna wanna do is actually put on a pair of gloves for this little process here. Preferably some with some pads on it too, because you are gonna miss a couple times. I think everybody misses every once in a while. I've made a little old, I think this was, what the heck was this? I think it was it is a Pittsburgh. I think it was a Pittsburgh flathead into my own little special chiseling tool here by grinding down most of it until I got a really sharp little kind of chisel on there. And what we're kind of doing is just focusing right in on some of the spot welds. And I'm just gonna shove this guy in here and give it a couple whacks just to go right off the bat and see if I can just crack this thing off without having to cut it down a whole lot. On the opposite side, I kind of cut it down until I could really see where the spot welds were. And that kind of helps you pop these guys off too, because you aren't dealing with as much structure in the metal too from them forming it and turning it into a gusset here too. So let's give this thing a couple little whacks in here and see what we get. I don't really suggest this too much on anything that's not a structural kind of frame rail there too. If you were doing this just sheet metal to sheet metal, probably want to take a more gentler process to this, but we got a lot of beef to play with here. I don't know if you guys can see too, but that metal is just pretty much just working itself right up. Like I said, kind of a little bit of a broader weapon here is. If I remember correctly, this gusset even goes down on the bottom a little bit here. We're just steering clear of this little portion right here. We'll go ahead and cut it right there, but other than that, we're just gonna keep on working around. It's all right if this leaves a little bit of metal back on here where the spot weld had fused together with the frame rail there. And because we'll just come back over with a little grinding action and just kind of buzz that sucker right down. We're in the eye protection full time out here in the garage right now. I had like 3 close calls in the last few little metal working projects that we've been doing out here. So yeah, it might be a little lesson to you guys, honestly. I've even upgraded a little bit further to some good stuff. to be an episode on grinding. You ever find yourself in this situation, hitting on some stuff like this? It's always best to have a firm grip on the tool and a light touch on the material there. Just let the, let the blade do the work, not you. You shouldn't be digging into anything, let's put it like that. That one was a beast getting off the first time too, I believe. Industrial strength haircut. There we go. Come on, boy. Oh, yeah. Like I said, if I was trying to save this stuff, I'd probably be being a little bit more gentler. I would have drilled these guys a little bit before I just went prying on them like this, but all this stuff going in the trash. Oh yeah, it's nice and malleable there. It's actually kind of amazing, this Japanese steel, man, is very, very malleable and does not heat up or break. It's kind of impressive. That's what you're kind of left with there. But getting all these little chunky chunks off of here make this look so much better when I put on the rest of this stuff. That's some gusset right there. We even had a screwdriver casualty. That guy just shattered right in a million pieces, right in my hand. Freaking killed my hand. Once again, wear gloves. That one hurt, but looks pretty damn good. We got it exactly where we really wanted it to, and looking pretty much the same as just the other side right there. We left those little studs right there. Those guys actually ended up lining up perfectly for a little mounting peg for our radiator. So, man, I don't think it gets too much better than this, honestly. It's almost like this car wanted to be modified like this. We just got to finish off this last little bit right in here, and we are off to the back. We're making record time today, though. That gusset popped right off. I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. Yeah, big beastie MR2. It's actually a pretty small car, but it feels pretty big when you're working on them. I'm not gonna lie. Anything bigger than a go-kart, you're like, what the hell am I doing? What did I do to myself? We're looking pretty good though. Happy with the progress. All right, so here we are again. This is actually Sunday. The full day has gone by. I kind of got into a weird headspace while I was kind of completing the little bit of stuff that I got on my plate for yesterday. And in the midst of doing that, I kind of just went bonkers. I don't know if it was the fumes or something like that, but I've seen this happen to a lot of people, even other YouTubers, honestly. And it's a really good idea to throw your tools down and just walk away from this stuff, you know, because the next day you're going to be in a far better headspace to actually accomplish some of these goals or to actually qualify your goals. What happened to me yesterday is I'm cutting away on this thing, you know, and I'm like, man, I'm making such good time. Screw doing all the seam sealer today, you know, we'll save that for a random day when we're not filming or something like that. And I'm just going to keep on cutting on this thing. Bad idea. You can get so far with this stuff that you cannot come back, you know. If you want this to resemble some sort of car that you actually started with, you know, you might want to think about things a little bit further before you just go through just cutting stuff. I've seen this happen to so many different people before, and it's just never a great idea to be modifying things, especially body guys, man. They're almost like Zen masters, you know. They can get thrown any bag of stuff throughout the day and still kind of go home in a happy kind of way, at least drink a little bit when they get home, you know. But you know, generally mechanics, like guys who are working on engines, that type of thing too, they're very uptight and can be kind of crazy from time to time. I might fall into the latter of those two categories. I like to think that I'm careful and I like to take my time and stuff, but it still is something that can get to you when you feel like you're rushed or you feel like the project has kind of hit a stall, or if your project has always been hitting a stall and all of a sudden you feel like you will have an opportunity to accomplish things. All of these things can get you really sideways on your project. It's a really good idea at that point in time to just give yourself another day to accomplish your stuff. I kept on kicking. I was smart enough to pull myself off of cutting things and actually focus on some of the seam sealer, which we got all done. We're looking great up here to just get welding the next go around, or to get over to the back there and get that area to where we can actually do our fabrication on it. But yeah, I figured I'd share it with you guys too. I'm a professional, you know, but it still is one of those situations where even the best of us, this stuff can get to us from time to time. And you know, if you're having the same problem, my huge suggestion is to give yourself a little bit more time. Step away from this stuff and come back, because I mean, I almost chopped this sucker right there. I mean, I almost went for it. It's a crazy idea that I've been playing around with for a long time, and I really like to do it, you know, but do I have the skills or the know-how to make it through something like that? Probably not. I mean, I would figure it out after a while, but it would have just extended out this project. It would have done a lot of things that I didn't have goals in mind for. So it would have altered the overall structure of my plan, as well as altered the overall structure of the vehicle. I don't know, just something to keep your heads on about, you know. Like I said, I don't usually do like a little outro the next day or something like that too. It just doesn't feel like me. But I thought that this one was very important, not to let your head get to you in these cutting situations too, because you can get so carried away cutting. I mean, you can cut this car into little bits and never get it back the way it should, really. And I mean, we're talking about differences in ever getting this thing aligned or something like that. So yeah, so anyways, you guys have a great weekend. Whatever's left of it too. I think I'm gonna be posting this stuff today. But yeah, keep those wrenches turning, and we'll be back here again another Sunday, come hell or high water, and you know, we'll try and keep our head on straight this weekend. Or next weekend. Fuck this weekend. This weekend's already done. Feeling a lot better today. I hope you guys are too. You guys have a good one, and I'm gonna keep on pointing at this thing here. Yeah. get on out of here. Go have some fun today. Work on your cars. Do that. Yeah, that sounds like fun. That's about how good we were going before. Come on, babe. Go. Chicka, chicka, chicka. Chicka, chicka, chicka. Chicka, chicka. All right, stay tuned, like swimwear. Ugh.